going on, Jerome? It's a beautiful Saturday. Birds are chirping and stuff, and it's time for another Vikings news dump. So, of course, the story of the day yesterday was Kwesi adofo-mensah finally getting his extension. Reportedly, it's for 4 years, and Kwesi, I understand that there was a lot of concern, a lot of consternation when Kwesi was hired in 2022, coming from an analytics background, Moneyball, all that stuff. But even though 2022 draft class, maybe not so much. But remember, Ed Darrisaw also had some input on this draft class. So let's just blame everything on him. We blame everything else on him anyway. But he's rebounded nicely, and Kwesi deserved an extension, and he and Kevin O'Connell continue their partnership. They both synced up with 4-year extensions. And overall, the first 3 years of the Kwesi Kevin O'Connell regime has been pretty damn good. Pelissero, Vikings signed Kwesi, blah, blah, blah. The deal was signed Thursday night. Minnesota is 34-17 with 2 playoff trips since Kevin O'Connell and Kwesi adofo-mensah arrived. Now, both are signed for years to come. Now, I understand. Every year you don't win the Super Bowl is a failure. Well, you're going to be dealing with a lot of disappointment. But 34-17, winning 2/3 of your games, twice as many wins as losses, 1 division title in there, 14-win wildcard team. So, yes, by any metric, it's been a success, but don't let good be the enemy of great, and the Vikings do have eyes for much larger prizes as well. And like I said, the 2022 draft, not so good. 2023, outside of Addison, as well as Kwesi's been very good at UDFAs. He's been very good at trades. He's been very good at free agency. So I understand the concern that free agency, you don't build your team through free agency. You supplement it through free agency. You build through the draft. And the Vikings certainly have their work cut out for them. Now, they're short on draft picks this year because of moves for McCarthy and Diamond Dallas Turner last year. But if Turner turns out to be that Brian Burns edge rusher, and if J.J. McCarthy turns out to be that future franchise quarterback, all of a sudden, life gets a lot easier. Also, you do have to give Kwesi a lot of credit for the smoothness of some of these contract extensions with Darrisaw, Jefferson, the decision to move on from Kirk to Cousins, the decision to move on from Danielle Hunter, replacing him with Andrew Van Ginkel and Jonathan Grenard, basically at the same price. It's pretty damn good. So overall, Kwesi, he's bucked the odds. He's defied logic. He's defied everything. And overall, the Vikings, very good on paper. Kevin O'Connell is a great leader of men as well. And I think that they have a great working relationship. So everything's coming up Millhouse at this point. So, yes, all for getting Kwesi extended. And let's see what we do. Plus, if McCarthy pans out, that covers up everything. If you ever your franchise quarterback, it makes everything easier, right? So I've agreed with most of the moves that Kwesi has made over the years, especially the way that he just went after specific needs for the Vikings in free agency and in trades. Doubling down on running backs, doubling down on O-line, actually tripling down. If you include drafting Donovan Jackson, doubling down on corners, doubling down on defensive line pass rush. So I think we're good to go. I think we're definitely in good hands with Kwesi adofo-mensah. Also, his underlings got some promotions as well. Pelissero, more Vikings news. The team is promoting Ryan Grigson and Demetrius Washington to assistant general manager per sources. Grigson and Washington have been Kwesi adofo-mensah's top lieutenants since he got to Minnesota. Now a new contract for Kwesi adofo-mensah and new titles for his guys. So they are co-regional assistant to the regional managers. That's what they're doing. And Washington is also cut from the analytics mold. Grigson, former offensive lineman, former Colts general manager, much more traditional scout / GM / personnel guy. So I think that you do get the best of both worlds. I think that Kwesi's married them the two approaches to a personnel evaluation. Pretty damn good. Pretty damn well. Also, something I like too. Most expensive offensive lines. I do not care in the slightest. Build an FU offensive line because it all starts and ends up front. So the Vikings are number 4, spending $69.3 million. Nice on offensive line. The top earners: Brian O'Neill, $26 million. Darrisaw, $9.7 million. Well, that's in terms of cap hits, so it's actually a very poor metric of measuring things. But also Will Fries at 5.6. Then you look at Carolina, Taylor Moton, Robert Hunt, and Damian Lewis, they've definitely paid over the past couple of off seasons. So the Vikings, putting their money where their mouth is. Darrisaw was the highest paid left tackle in the game when he signed his deal. Brian O'Neill is taken care of, and then you spend up for Will Fries, Ryan Kelly, and spend a first round pick on Donovan Jackson. That's exactly what the Vikings need to do. Also, the Vikings need to do is get TJ Hawkinson on another beautiful bounce back year. So PFF, John Costco, pin number is Bosco. So he did up a list of top 10 tight ends. Now, there's a lot of controversy and consternation that Travis Kelce is at 7. I think that's actually too high. Travis Kelce, no comment about the whole Taylor Swift thing, but the last couple of years, he's completely mentally checked out. He's gone. He's still very good because of Travis Kelce, first ballot Hall of Famer, but he is not the Travis Kelce of yesteryear, and it isn't all age related. All right, so I frankly would want Kincaid and Goddard ahead of Kelce. I think likely we're putting a little bit too ahead of things. I would actually rank Mark Andrews down. And beyond the whole drops and all that drama and stuff, I would put him down. Laporta's fine. McBride is an absolute stud. Pride of Colorado State. Brock Bowers has earned his spot. Kittle at 1. Kittle's not even the best Hawkeyes tight end. Come on, man. But Hawkinson at 6. Like I said, I would knock Andrews down. Then you could have a conversation with Hawkinson, Laporta. I mean, a lot of it is out of sight, out of mind, and Hawkinson missed half of last year and was sort of whatever after he returned, understandably so. So this is actually a good amount of respect for Hawkinson since he hasn't been the same since Dirty Kirby Joseph blew up his knee, but hopefully he's going to be back to where he once belonged, 100-catch, 1,000-yard season for him in the offing. Also, head coach Kevin O'Connell, so he's a lot of things. Hat model, great offensive coach. Needs to work on red zone short yardage, quarterback whisper, all that stuff. But got another award, the reigning defending NFL Coach of the Year. Head coach Kevin McConnell has been selected as a 2025 Horrigan Award by the Pro Football Writers of America. Writers. The award is given to the league or club official for his or her qualities and professional style in helping the pro football writers do their job. And Gessling mentioned that he's the first Vikings coach to win the award. Zimmer got robbed all those years. But, Kevin O'Connell, there's a couple things. Now, first off, I think Kevin O'Connell is just straight up a nice guy, right? But also, I feel like there's a little Machiavellian gamesmanship here where it's like, hey, if I'm open with the media, I'm positive. I don't berate them. I don't rip them. I don't tear them down. I'm cordial to them. We have a good working relationship. In the back of the mind, even though a lot of the journalists are big J journalists, maybe that just tilts the scales just a little bit in terms of positivity of coverage, right? So I think that may be part of the game, but also Kevin O'Connell is just a good dude, right? And he doesn't say anything controversial. He's always positive, always in coach speak mode, stacking up good days, all that stuff. But, I mean, he's open and honest, getting after things. So just stack up more hardware. It's good. Next, Christian Darrisaw. So Darrisaw working his way back from a torn ACL, MCL. He posted the right photo on the gram yesterday. So got that bulky knee brace, which is perfectly fine this time of year. Also got the cleats. He's out on the field. He's doing some work. Something that you love to see. All right. And watching Christian Darrisaw, when he's healthy at his peak, he's the best left tackle in the game. Right? A combination of being able to handle bull rushers, speed rushers, power, everything, as well as him in the run game. Let's go. Also, just size and mass and ass. Darrisaw Jackson on the left side. Let's go. Let's go, man. Lastly, this is from Sunday Night Football. Waiting all day for Sunday night. Minnesota Vikings 2025 projected offense. You know who it is. JJ, Aaron Jones slash Jordan Mason. Then you got Jefferson, Addison, Hawkinson. I mean, what more do you want? What more? This is like, one of those whole budget things. You got $15 and then you select from each tier, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This looks like everyone spent $5 on all of them. That's it. Because in terms of rookies from last year, who would you rather have than J.J. McCarthy? Miss me with the Bo Nix. Miss me. Actually, I'll take Jane Daniels. But McCarthy is going to be absolutely good, especially when you factor in coaching, style of play, style of offense. Certainly fits him. Plus the weapons. Come on. Aaron Jones is one of the best running backs in the game. He runs things like a receiver. Jordan Mason, the hammer. I love it. Justin Jefferson is wide receiver 1. Addison rising up as one of the best wide receiver 2s in the game. And Hawkinson, if that knee is good to go, he can resume his trek and quest to be a top 3 tight end. And he's not 3. All right, but it's looking good. again, like things go so good, it makes you start to feel itchy a little bit, but who knows? Anyways, that's it. Your thoughts are thoughts on this beautiful, wonderful Saturday. You guys are the best. You know what to do. Skol, production value.